What's up, guys? Welcome back. Jurassic World Rebirth, Titanosaurus. So this is going to be an important dinosaur, I think, in the movie because they're trying to get something from this guy. Am I correct? Massive tail. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause, we'll go too fast. We're going to start with his head. It's tiny because we're going to try full body. Zoom in. And it's right up here because, like, very big. Okay, let's try. So his eye is teeny tiny. Little tiny little oval. Up there, and then we can just do a black sort of dot there. There is his eye socket area, right? So they do this sort of the bony area around his eye. And you could do sort of wrinkles and stuff in there if you wanted. And then he has a like a big brow sort of. Again, it's basically a bone that sits on top of the skull. Okay. Right, so like this kind of joins the back of his head, I think, over here. Kind of goes down this way. There might be like a little ear or something in there. And then his jaw goes that away. It kind of goes up here. So his nostril is on this side. It's kind of high up on his face. And then just beside this we have like his snout. And then his mouth just sort of runs this way then. Dips down. Kind of just underneath his eye, kind of it ends nearly. And then we might have like some textures just on his lip and stuff. And then the bottom lip goes around here, kind of down his neck. Alright, and then we'll add like some sort of textures to his skin a bit. Right, he's got like a little bump on the top of his head. And this like joins his back, right? So when he starts to have these fins and like spikes on the back of his neck. His neck has dangly down sort of skin. It's like loose sort of here. And then these fins or spikes kind of stick up this way then. So his neck is going to like turn to his body, which goes down there. So if his spine, attaches to his head, it kind of like goes that way. So I guess the easiest thing would be, once we get the head sort of all done, is to maybe get that shape in. So let's try. So we'll go right. He's got a big long neck, and then we'll kind of finish the bumps and spikes on the neck here, and it kind of wraps around, you know, it goes around the back of the neck, which then goes, let's say if his spine was here, like that, kind of, right, and we'll hit a leg here somewhere. We give these maybe some textures just on these fins. I'm going to do a bit of there's kind of some necklines, right? So we'll go down that way, and then there's another one for like skin on his neck. Right, there's like all these little sort of wrinkles and textures and stuff on all this. To make his neck look curved, you just add these curving lines kind of coming around, you know. Right, and then just do a bit more skin sort of coming down. Now, so before I do legs, I might bring our back just a bit further. So we'll go really long now, very big, and our tail will turn there somewhere maybe, and there's a fin on the back as well. Kind of looks like it starts over his hind leg, so his hind leg is here, so you could do them sharp if you wanted, but I'm just doing them kind of, because I guess it's a defensive thing, so they might have bones and be sharp and all that kind of stuff. And you just gotta do some sort of like textures on all this. Right. So, as I said, the tail kind of whips that way, but we'll probably get the main part of his body in first. So we got like a shoulder muscle sort of here, like a little ball and socket joint, and the hind leg is bigger, right? So like it's kind of a longer thigh muscle. It's like a drumstick. And then there's all sort of wrinkles and stuff on all this as well. Kind of like his spine, kind of here. Maybe a belly line and stuff. But I will come back and do some more textures on the body. We'll just get the legs in. So it's like back of his leg and like a bit of an elbow bump. And they're kind of like elephant feet, you know. Well, that's what they remind me of anyway. Except with kind of sharp toes. Kind of like square. Then the belly comes across here. So I'll finish the toes now in a sec. We'll just get the rest of the belly lines in. And the two other feet, kind of like he's walking. So this one's up. And then the back one just goes behind this. And then we'll go with the belly. We'll flick the tail going there. So that's like the spinal area. Yeah, we'll get the tail in. Sure, we'll go. Just flick it that way. It's quite big now. So, depending on how large we want to go, right? So, I imagine it's still kind of, so this is like maybe the spine sort of it, just going there. So the bottom of the tail, like this part would wrap into here and then come out this way. And it's quite thin around at the top, you know. I don't even know if it's feather thin. Do you know what I mean? If it like twists, maybe I'll try. Let's see if I go. I don't know how thin it is, you know what I mean? So if I went there and then came out like this, it might work a bit better. You know what I mean? And that's like the spine, so that like keeps going sort of up there. So maybe I'll raise a little bit of that, sorry. Went a bit off course. So that's like the tail situation. I think it's as accurate as I can get it anyway. So what we do is toes now. Right, so we just go down and add a few spiky little toes here. And then elephant sort of hind legs, or sort of soles of his feet. One there. We can see 3 on this side. And just like the bottom of his tail goes around then. There. So now consideration to some texture lines, right? So we just go like around. It's kind of like elbow skin here. And I think this is a knee. Sort of a knee here too. So you're just like following the shape, you know, you're just sort of adding. Like imagine you throw a net over the dinosaur. That's what I always think of. You know, so you could have some verticals. Wrinkles at the front, sort of curving around, because his feet are kind of like spiral or cylinders. Don't know why I was saying spirals there. Right, so like lots of these basically coming around. You just keep building this up until you're sort of happy with it, basically. Right. And you could do way more textures, you know. Little circles, sometimes clustered together. Can work on dinos, dots, and all that kind of stuff. But full body of Titanosaurus. Hope it's helpful. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.